Hello love and welcome to my channel. My name is Ash. So I got a new camera and I thought I was recording, but like a dumbass I was not, so sorry. Let's jump right into the tutorial. So I'm going to use this LA Girl Pro Conceal in the color Warm Honey. I'm going to use this to clean up my brows underneath. What I used for my brow right now was the Anastasia Brow Wiz, I believe, in warm, I don't think it's warm brown, it's probably ebony. I think that's the color I'm thinking of. But what I like to do is connect it over my nose to make sure that my brows are symmetrical, as you see there. And I love this concealer for this specifically because the tip is a brush. So now I'm going to blend out my little concealer unibrow and then the edges underneath, and it blends like a dream. I love how it melts into my skin. Next, I'm going to be taking this Anastasia brow pen in ebony, and at first I didn't really like this because it's so dark, but what I noticed after I kept using this and kind of doing this little fake hair technique is it gives my brows dimension. It just makes them look so much more real, so much more natural, because my natural hair is super dark, almost black. So I just love how this looks more real. The other ones without this brow pen just kind of looked a little unnatural, like too brown. So I love this technique. Alright, so now I'm going to go back in with that same concealer and just prep my eyelids for eyeshadow. I love this brush. So now I'm going to go back in with that same angled brush and I'm going to just fluff out the concealer and just get it all over my eyelid, back into that concealer that I blended down from my brows, and just make sure everything is covered. And now I'm going in with this Airspun translucent powder so that way I can set my concealer. I feel like it's way easier to blend your eyeshadow on top of this instead of trying to just keep blending if you just add it directly to the concealer. So this is the In the Buff palette by Beats by Cosmetics. I'm going to use this light brown shade and put it all in my crease. As I told you, I have a new camera and I thought I was recording and I was not. So I have another makeup tutorial coming out in like the next 2 days. So look out for that. And I'm sorry, I promise I'll do better. This nano liner is super cute. I love the wing liner. And then this Loreal Voluminous Carbon Black mascara I've been using for years. It's absolutely amazing. So now I'm going to do my face, and this is the primer from Makiage. It is super silky smooth. I love how it makes my foundation freaking last, especially because I have super oily skin. So I make sure it's all down my neck and underneath my chin, and I'm going to color correct under my eyes with this LA Girl Pro Conceal in orange. I have really dark circles. I work nights. That scratch is from my son, who is 9 months old. I have a little bit of darkness over my upper lip, and I'm going to just spray my beauty blender and then blend all of this out. So one thing I like to do is if you feel like you have too much product on your face, just tap it off on the back of your hand. I do that all the time. And I really love it. So that way you're not just smearing around a bunch of product on your face. Alright, so now time for foundation. These two together are magic. Okay, so this is the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream in Deep, and then I have the Makiage I Woke Up Like This foundation. I think I'm color like 155 or 160. So I mix them together on the back of my hand and just make sure they're completely blended together, and then I check to see if I like that match, and then I put it on the rest of my face. Now I'm going to take this angled kabuki brush, and look at this real-time blending, girl. I'll be quick. This is just an angled kabuki brush, and I like to just move the product around my face and just make sure everything is blended out super well. I love the coverage. I love that it feels lightweight. I love the color. Like, it's just enough warmth, just enough yellow. Like, oh my goodness, I love it. So I like to get it everywhere, just make sure I smear it around, and plus I don't want it to dry too quickly, so that's why I move really fast as well. Alright, next up is concealer, and you already know this Tarte Shape Tape is life, so I use that. This is the color Tan Sand, and then I like to focus it on the inner corners because that's where I have the most darkness, and then around my nose, my upper lip, and then I love the lifting effect it gives if I go directly under my wing liner. So I'm going to just blend that out, and of course with a damp beauty blender, so that way it super melts into your skin. Look at it, it's so glowy and gorgeous. I freaking love it. What I love about using a beauty blender is just how close you can get to your eye line, like just right underneath where your eyeball is, so that way it's just so flawless. I don't like using a brush on the inner corners. Okay, next is the contour stick by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is in the color Earth. I love putting this on the very top of my cheekbones, so that way it lifts my face. And then I don't put it all the way up to my brows. I just like the tip of my nose and then underneath my lip to make it bigger. And then when I look up and lift my chin, that's where I see my jawline. And then of course around my forehead, so that way I can make it appear smaller. I like to go back in with the same brush that I use for my foundation, so that way it kind of blends with the contour and it looks really natural, as you can see. And then of course I blend into my hairline and try to get it as close as possible. I blend along my jaw and then down, of course. And then the other side. Something about cream contour is just so gorgeous. And I'm telling you, girl, my real-time blending is bomb. Okay, so before I set everything, I like to make sure it's creaseless. So I did that with my sponge. Now I'm going to use banana powder and my beauty blender and go and press the powder directly into my skin. And I continue pressing until all of the powder disappears. And I make sure it comes directly along my nose and then around the bottom and over my lip. Now I'm going to take this Airspun translucent powder again, and I'm going to set my entire face. What I love using a translucent powder for is it doesn't change the color of your foundation. If you use like a powder that's colored, it can switch up and make it a little more red or a little more yellow, or just, I don't know, change it. But I love using translucent powder. It just looks so much better. So now I'm taking this Anastasia powder bronzer in mahogany. This is gorgeous. And I like to use the brush for multiple things. So that same brush I used to set my face, I'm bronzing with. This is the Rimmel London Maxi Blush in Rendezvous. I love this color. It's like a deep pink, a hot pink. It's gorgeous. And I like to tap before I swipe along my cheeks, my nose, my forehead, and then my chin. Now this is the ColourPop X Shayla Pose Loose Highlighter. I like something that's more flesh toned. It's not super yellow. It's not super silvery or anything. It's kind of brown and just melts right into my skin, but does give me the highlight. Now with my fingertips, I'm going to massage it into my face, so that way I don't have highlighter just sitting on the top of my cheeks. And then on the sides of my fingers, I cut my contour, bitch. Look at that. It's sharp as hell. Alright, so now I like to use this. It said freckle please, and I get this from Shein. A lot of women I've seen like to use like eyeliner, like black eyeliner to use for these beauty marks. I think it's more natural to use like this brown kind of freckle tone. It just looks way more natural, and I love that. So I'm kind of going over the beauty marks I already have, but I covered because of foundation. And like I said, I got this from Shein. It was like $1. Alright, so now we have the Urban Decay De-Slick Makeup Setting Spray Oil Control. Like I said, I have super oily skin, so this is just kind of like the next level of oil control setting spray, which I love. And of course, let it dry. There's my honey. And then now for lips. So this is the Ofra mini lip set, Gone MIA. This nude shade is absolutely freaking gorgeous. I'll leave it linked down below. And then this is the lip liner in just dark brown from NYX, I believe. I'm gonna just outline my lips. Now I am adding that lip color. It is so freaking gorgeous. And with a clean finger, I'm going to blend it out with my fingertip, so that way it blends really well. And this is the Kylie Cosmetics X Kendall collection. And I love how that gloss was like hot pink. So it just kind of made my lips a little more juicy. Like it's giving just juiciness. Yes. And these lashes are called Vera, and they're from the Balm Extensions. I found them online on Facebook. It's freaking awesome. Her lashes are so fluffy, and they're literally like $3.99. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Yes. Ooh. There we go. All right, love, thank you so much for watching. I hope you really did like this video. Oh my gosh, I love how my makeup came out. Ooh, it looks good. Ashton, say hi.
Hi.
Go right there. Good job. All right, love, I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you did like this video because I freaking love how my makeup came out. Yes, it came out so cute. All right, well, let me know what you think in the comments. I love you guys so much, and I'm gonna be doing what I do here shortly. You guys will see. So I hope you have a good day. Love you guys. Bye. Catch you in my next video.